I am your host, PR. Welcome all to PR 61 Minute Podcast. Salute to everybody who's shining in. Salute to everybody, all the subscribers, everybody has left a comment. Well, let's get to the meat and potatoes, ladies and gentlemen. It seems with everything that's going on with the T.I. and Tiny, the Jeffrey Epstein, and so on and so on, it seems like Love and Hip Hop and the brand with Mona Scott and everybody, it seems to me that they're putting in front of us not victims, but people that looks like they've been involved in human trafficking. Why I say this? Because numerous of their guests, numerous of the people who have come across Love and Hip Hop, like Mama D, there was a Madam. You got Molly Mall, who's locked up currently for human trafficking. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. This is getting weird, y'all. So it seems you got people like Alexa Sky. You have people like who else? Just a lot of different people that have come across that platform, like Cardi B, that have dealt with this dark, behind the scenes human trafficking thing going on, and it's alarming, Like I said before, um. I remember a couple like months ago, there was some sort of paper coming out with indictments of a lot of names, and the amount of indictments didn't make sense. I believe the number was just ridiculous, but it makes sense when you breaking down everything that's going on. You know, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna just let the video explain for itself. Without further ado, here we go.
Hey, what's happening, Big Key? Big Bro, what's happening? DJ Brook, what's up with it? Hey, but nah, man, like I've been looking at all this stuff going on, man, the T.I. stuff, man. And I put something on Twitter, and I was just telling, I know some people probably took it like bashing, but I just feel like guys need to stop, you know what I'm saying, having these big old after parties, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no more hotels. Ain't no more leave them women where they at, man. Yeah, let them enjoy your presence down at the club and just go on head on. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, you're gonna keep going through this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like and to the victims, like we don't need no more women hurt. You know what I'm saying? We need to uplift the women. We need strong women, cause the women, if the women were stronger, then the men will be stronger. Because women makes the babies. You feel me? Women makes the babies. No matter what we say, no matter what we do, no matter how hard work we do, we ain't doing that much hard work to make babies. I mean, we put in, but we ain't putting in. You know what I mean? No. Look, we put in, but we ain't pushing out, and we ain't caring. You know what I'm saying? So let's just give our, yeah, that's right. Let's give our women some respect, man.
She actually had like 6 at the time. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was crazy. You know, she was pimping. You know, she was doing her thing. I didn't know the serious of that neither. I would get me head from them and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They all. Yeah. I'd just be walking in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be walking in and they'd be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, come here. And man, I get my fucking Disney night stuff. You feel me? When I first had sex, I was like 14, 15. I was a little late bloomer because, I was fighting, playing basketball, football, doing dope stuff from my mom. I wasn't really, you know, trying to get no, you know, have sex and nothing like that. But I had girlfriends, but it wasn't that serious, you know. Hell no, my mama didn't know I was messing with her girls. Yeah, she would have probably taxed me, man. You know what I'm saying? She probably like, hey, you making a little money too, you know what I'm saying? Let me get that. Yeah, nah. Yeah. When on one time, you know, we where I'm from is like Zone 3, South Side Atlanta, Southeast Atlanta, Zone 3. The beginning of the South Side. And we was on Cleveland Avenue, home of the Rock Crew. You know what I'm saying? Raised on Cleveland boys, you feel me? And one of the little chicks, she got out of line. Like first, she tried to sneak Mom Duke's car out of the house, and fucked around and hit the wall and knocked all the bricks off the house. And kind of fucked the car up. And then not only did she do that, she tried to go take the money from a trip that she got and give it to her old pimp and like gonna ride off with him. So my mama just caught her slipping one day, trying to do a little move, and my mama just hit her in the head with a crowbar. She hit in the head with a crowbar, and I was standing there in shock because I always used to roll with my mama. And when I seen that junk and I seen that crowbar stuck in her head and she just shaking and shit, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. And then, you know, all the J's was like, we ain't seen nothing, D. We ain't seen nothing. So after that it was over, we ain't hear nothing else from her. I seen it like years and years later, but after that I ain't, she was done.
As soon as you got your Philly,
and I was the girl that I don't take no shit. So you're not supposed to let the girl have all her money. It was favoritism with me. So the girls didn't like me. I would make the most money. You know what I mean? I was the youngest one out the group.
How many girls did he have?
About 10 of us.
So you were only 14. You go to your
my
auntie and
older
ask
like
to
my
take
sister.
pictures.
Yeah, my older like my sister was like that. I call like my sister was way like 24 pushing. She's the one that introduced me to a client I had, and they put me into strip club. They didn't take me till I was 15. I remember all like me and Aisha Diaz used to dance there. Yeah, so that's how I met the girls. That's when everybody started popping their name off. So
my situation, I left home at like 15, 16 years old. I was a runaway. I wasn't kidnapped, but I was held hostage. Sorry guys, I'm like super emotional when I'm talking about this, but when I got there, he took my phone, threw it in the water, and pretty much I had no way to contact my mom. You know, I was just sold to whoever, highest bidder. I was like a pawn, and I had to forcefully do it, or he would say he was gonna kill me, and I didn't want to die. Like, it was a real traumatic time in my life. I prayed. I said, God, please just let somebody find me. And this guy, he was like looking at me, and he seen like tears coming down my eyes, and he was basically like, what's wrong? And he asked me how old I was, and I'm like 16, and then he was like, all right, say less. And he dropped me off at the bus station. And that was it. And he never told me his name.
Las Vegas resident Molly Mall admits to running a prostitution ring in Clark County for more than a decade. He pleaded guilty to several charges in federal court today. Prosecutors say his legal escort businesses were just a front. 13 Action News anchor Carla Wade is live tonight with more on the case and Molly Mall's history of legal troubles. Carla.
Yeah, Trisha, the fans of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which aired on VH1, will recognize Molly Mall's name. He was on that show in 2014, and he's also worked with artists like Usher and Drake. 44-year-old Jamal Rashid, known by the name of Molly Mall, took a deal, pleading guilty in federal court to unlawfully owning and operating a prostitution business. According to the plea agreement, he admitted to owning, operating, and managing several businesses in Clark County. We were even able to find county records of a lot of those now shut down businesses. Rashid confessed that several were disguised as legal escort services and operated between April of 2002 and September of 2014. It was back in 2014 that the FBI raided his Las Vegas home and the escort service Las Vegas Concierge. Rashid was being investigated at that time for alleged human trafficking. Rashid also admitted his credit card was used to pay for airfare and other travel-related expenses, and that he used paid websites like Backpage and Eros to advertise, and that he enticed numerous women to engage in prostitution. There was even an investigation into claims Rashid was working with vice detectives within the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. The U.S. Attorney's Office had this response to those claims. In the course of investigating Mr. Rashid, the U.S. Attorney's Office, in partnership with the FBI, did examine and develop information regarding allegations of related wrongdoing that generally have been the subject of media coverage. Following an extensive inquiry, we concluded that there was not sufficient evidence to support any additional charges relating to Mr. Rashid, his associates, or others, and therefore closed the investigation. In May of 2016, a fire broke out at his Las Vegas home, killing an exotic cat inside. Rashid is known for his love of exotic animals, often showing pics of them on his social media. And a raid of his Los Angeles home back in April turned up a serval cat and a spider monkey. Carla Wade, 13 Action.
Yeah, what happened?
Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying, I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time, and we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party, you know.
All dudes?
Nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then, you know, he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me, you know what I'm saying? Karen is with me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me, Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, you know that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped your fingers in the boot.
That's a new
You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
The
like,
devil
what?
sucks penis.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in a half story. What?
She said,
So Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the boot.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
You
what
know
does
I'm
that
saying?
mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He
you
said
don't
you're a
ask him?
filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. And he went off and did his thing. And I was like,
limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she said, I told her what he told me, and she was like, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody follow the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, you know, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then, you know, he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. You know, we sitting there vibing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then there's girls in the club too, and then she pointed another direction. It's another dude over there, like butt ass naked. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody. Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect.
The club
You
was
can
called.
chalk it up. You can chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever. I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called.
And I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. So we took a cab home back to where I was, and
It's kind of, I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy, man. So what I did was, I would show up to the party in my little town car. It's town, you know. I grabbed me a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. the big cannon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, I should get this, man. You, Fonz, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get it. But at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got. It was the big intrusive cannon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel, filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The sex lady. The sex lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool, dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Why does it seem that Love and Hip Hop is pushing a human trafficking agenda by putting numerous guest artists, their narrative, and they're pushing this human trafficking? You have people like Molly Mall, you have Lil Scrappy's mom, Mama D, there's a Madam, you have Alexa Scott, there's been trafficked, Masika with Molly Mall. This is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only, but you have to wonder what is the agenda behind the motive? What is the motive behind the agenda? What's really going on in here? It seems to me that the culture and what is being pushed in Love and Hip Hop is only a human trafficking almost, and some type of sex culture that's going on that makes it attractive and appealing for you to pretty much dwell in that type of lifestyle. And it's surprising to me. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not really even that surprised. You know, another question is, in this video, Jamie Foxx had mentioned that Diddy was with Dr. Ruth. Now, what is a sex doctor doing at one of these parties? That makes me think there's more to it. There's more to it. It kind of goes with what people have been saying about these hip hop orgies behind the scenes, all this other extra shit that goes on. I'm starting to believe it, because what is Dr. Ruth doing with... Dr. Ruth is like damn near 80-something years old. 90, some say. Let's say she was like 80-something or 76 at the time. What is she doing partying with Diddy? Like, we have to start making these connections, because at the end of the day, don't be surprised when it goes down. Don't be surprised that your favorite hip hop artist, Love and Hip Hop, whatever, is down with this shit. Don't be surprised. It seems like Atlanta is like the hub for sex trafficking. You know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too much. And I'm starting to think that a lot of these so-called drug dealers made their bones and made their way, not so much in drug, but so much in prostitution and human trafficking. You know, this is going to be the part 1 of this series, and we're going to definitely go in depth, but this is just a little tune-up for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and support your boy. Leave a comment, please. Support your boy. We'll be going to the top. Like I said, we don't cover the news. We give you the news. Salute.